Welcome to Forever Exiled. I'm Justin A.K. Tags.
And I'm Tyler, Wrecker of Days.
Episode 315 of Forever Exiled started, and we're here.
315, eh?
Yeah, 315.
All those nice odd numbers. That's nice.
Big, all primes too. No, whatever. But
and in an odd order.
It's not the right order at all. Big shout out to our Patrons. Thank everybody who resubbed up this week. Patreon gets you access to After Dark. It's our podcast after the podcast. We appreciate your supporting the podcast and that kind of stuff. So thank you.
Thank you. And what does this say? Windows PC release. GGG officially came out with Path of Exile October 23rd, 2013.
Huh. Really?
That's 12 years ago.
What is this week here? Oh yeah, it does come out this week. Okay. Or that
so congrats, GGG.
Say. Yeah. Hip hip.
Hooray.
How was your week?
I had a pretty crappy week, but I won't bore everybody with it here. I want to murder my cats. Almost made slippers out of them. I can't tell you how many times I Googled this week, when do kittens stop being so
stupid,
damn kitteny? and
answer?
It's like, well, it's around it could be around the 4-month mark, maybe the 6-month mark, but they definitely start growing up and they can start calming down.
2 months?
I don't know, man. They were born in June, so what's that? July, August, September, October. They're almost 4 months now. Oh man, I feel like it just started. So anyway, I probably Googled that 1,000 times this week, and keep looking at my watch like it's 5 minutes later. I'm like, is it time yet? Is it time yet? And they're cute, but man, they're like, I feel like I can't have anything in the house. They can't be in any room. They're able to jump higher and higher. The cat jumped on the stove the other day while I was working because I forgot to lock them up, so she burned one of her paws.
That's a good lesson.
No, they that's learn. The problem with kittens. There's no lesson. It's like, oh, that hurt. Maybe if I jump again, it won't hurt.
Right. Next time it won't.
I feel like I have to take out all the. I have to we could. If I just had walls, I'd probably feel like I had to strip the paint because they'd find something to eat. Anyway. I'm at the stage now where they're not cute enough for all this crap. It's not making
up for it?
No, it's not. It was awesome. At the beginning. I haven't noticed them growing. Obviously, they have. They're probably almost full grown for all I know, but not worth it, man. Yet. If we're ever getting cats again, we're starting at 2 years old.
Listen back to episode 315.
Oh, my goodness. Kitten lessons, that's for sure. So anyway, that's been crap. But fine. The kids are in love with it. And they always get nervous when I go through because I must have this aura about me when the kittens are doing crap. And I'm like, the kids are nervous that I'm going to rip their skin off. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're crawling above, we have a split entryway. And so the window that we have above our door, I don't know, it's 15 feet above the floor kind of thing. But the cats are able now to get access to it, but they don't know how to get off. And I'm like, just fall and die.
They don't die though. They can fall.
No, they don't. They just break a rib or a leg, and then they scream and scream, and you're like, oh man. Audacity's levels changed. What are they supposed to be at?
What do you mean they changed? Are you
the
peaking?
Limits that we set? Yeah, I'm way peaking. I guess you don't want me to change it mid-recording, do you?
I'll fix it later.
All right.
No big deal. I watch your little light. I can see it in the corner of the camera.
Hey, don't talk about my little things.
So I watch that.
That's how you use it that counts.
As long as I don't see red, I don't say anything.
That's funny. The cats have actually been to 2 vet appointments, and Archie, Archimedes, our boy cat, they of course check to make sure that what gender they are, and they have both times, and they're lifting him up and then blowing air at his nutsack to, I guess that helps it come out. And both times the vets, 2 separate vets, they're like, oh, little ones, eh? I can see one. Both of them have commented on how small his nuts
is
are.
Sitting there in this vulnerable position.
Yeah, he's like, well, at least give me a compliment. Come on, lady.
That's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. But yeah, no, besides that, there's some personal stuff going on too. And then I'm on a medication because the doctors are scared I don't know if I should say it, but the doctors are scared I have something. So they gave me a prescription I forgot they gave it to me. Mm-hmm. So, but I remember thinking when they gave it to me that almost every prescription, one of the symptoms is drowsiness and fatigue. And I'm like, I can't
More?
afford that. I'm like at the bare minimum. I can't, like, do you know how hard I have to work so that I don't fall asleep when I'm like the second I'm tired? Like I need this little bit of energy I have. So today's my first day on it. I had a follow-up call with my doctor because my MRIs, the phone calls haven't come for my MRIs yet, and she's trying to rush that. And
because you have to go for an MRI.
Yeah,
right?
For my brain and whole spine. And so they're anyway, she's like my normal doctor was worried enough that when I came to him with these new symptoms, he's like, Tyler, man, like you don't come to me for anything. Like your pain threshold, like if you come to me with anything, I know that your pain, it's like a dog, you know, pain threshold's like really high. So if you're feeling this stuff, like I'm rushing you, but like to the point where he's like, I'm not brushing you off. I'm putting you with this other doctor in our clinic. We'll talk about everything, but like she has the space to take you immediately instead of you waiting a few weeks to come to me. So you deal with her and then I'll just make sure everything's all good in the background. But anyway, so today's my first day because I remembered that I have my prescription. And so if I fall asleep in the middle of the podcast, but yeah, it was actually one thing that was very frustrating about this week was actually GGG, which is disappointing. And it's regarding the MTX that I was speaking to you about earlier. Yeah. So it's kind of confusing, but before Path of Exile 2, there was PC land and Xbox land, and they weren't cross-compatible. Path of Exile 2 comes out, and they're trying to make it cross-compatible. But they didn't find a way to merge the accounts. They found a way to submerge the accounts. And that's basically like, okay, now I have one account that has two sub-accounts. Mm-hmm. So those two sub-accounts are still separate.
Right.
But I can swap between them with one login on the website and even on the login screen for the computer. But they, as a result of them being two separate sub-accounts, for some reason their system doesn't let MTX go from one to the other. Even though they said in a post that they're like, yeah, for a one-time thing, you know, if you want all your MTX to be on one, there's another. And so I went to do that and they asked for transaction numbers, you remember? Mm-hmm. And they're like, we need transaction numbers from every damn transaction you have ever done in the congratulations GGG on your 12-year history, on all your 12 years of transactions with us. We need all those transaction numbers to be able to do this for you. Probably the most disrespectful way to go about something from like that's the furthest thing from a customer first perspective that you could have from a decision making perspective as a company. So I go and I look and on Steam and like I went back and forth a tiny bit. Like, are you sure you need this from me? Like, you're not mixing up what I'm trying to ask you. Like, this is a service you offered and this is how you were offering to go about it. Like, right. Who's going to have these numbers? So I go on Steam and it has my full transaction history. So sure. Awesome. Okay. And I go and it's all like 100 points here, 50 points here, 200 points there. And I'm like,
yeah, that's not helpful.
I didn't buy my zombie MTX as a zombie MTX. I bought points and then I bought my zombie MTX. So I have transaction number for my 100 points. I don't have a transaction number for my zombie skin.
Right. Because you would have done that through the right.
So thing. And I almost always bought points instead of packs, especially because when I'm playing on console, the conversion rate was different. When I buy on PC, I'm buying through the American conversion rate. So I have, and then I kept asking about like, well, what about gifted MTX and what about the Twitch drops that you get? And they didn't answer any of those at all. But the expectation is still there, and like I'm not going to get them. Now, at the end of the day, if they said, unfortunately, all your MTX are not transferable, okay, I could have gone over this. But they told me it is. I know they can do it because they said they could. But they're asking me to go through this, and they're saying it's impossible for them to do this, even though I've confirmed, like my accounts are combined. I've already done, whatever security process they have for it. I'm already proven to them that I'm the person that owns these MTX and these MTX, but they can't do it or won't do it. It's weird because if they had the transaction numbers, they could do it. And do you want me to, and should I actually believe they don't have the transaction numbers there? Why can't they just gift me the transactions that one account has and then delete them from another?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, there's just so much that they're not saying, but because the process is so disrespectful, I really just think they don't care. And so it's actually been, I've had a great time in the private league, and we'll get into the actual game itself, but that actually really bugged me.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the same way that having like a crappy furnace or a crappy roof repairman, like the same, like just as a tradesperson coming to the house, the same way, like it's just disrespectful. It's absolute crap. Hey, contractor, or hey, person with whom you contracted me to fix your garage, you go out and buy all the supplies and you go out and bring them all here, and then I will fix it for you. Like, come on.
Yeah,
so it was frustrating. Combine that with a couple personal things, and it was a frustrating week. But the private league was wonderful for me. But first, I want to hear about your week, and then we can get into that.
My week, we had Thanksgiving, so it was fun. Had everybody over here for Thanksgiving. The problem for me was that prior to Thanksgiving, I had my back appointment. I got my back procedure done. This was the first of 3 that will have to happen, and this one was awful. It was terrible. The procedure itself hurt like a mother. It was 6 needles into the spine, and then the day of and the day after, the doctor said you need to push it harder than you normally would to see if the pain is less. The problem was the pain wasn't less, and then that it set me back like a lot by pushing it so hard those 2 days. I still am in pain in my lower back because of it. So it sucks. This procedure didn't work. It was pretty much expected that it would not work, but they have to tick the boxes. So I spent my week in a lot of pain. Like, and I'm trying to chill on the painkillers. So I just had to, tough it out. I did use them a little bit, but I really am trying to like chill on all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was a really tough week for that, but Thanksgiving was a lot of fun. We had family over. Ethan was out for it. So that was great getting to hang out with him, and then just trying to work. It was hard, man. I really had a tough time this week working and doing anything because just the pain was brutal, but I did play the private league, and the thing that sucks the most though is I got to wait till December for my next step. So I had the procedure beginning of October, and now I will wait until December 5th to have the conversation about this procedure, which will then get sent to the actual doctor out in Vancouver for him to move on to the next stage. So
does this help you in the meantime though? Or was it just a response test? So it did this and it did this, but it's not actually going to help you till December.
So when I sat down with the doctor who did the procedure, after he did the procedure this last week, after it was done, I said, look, this is what the MRI is showing. This is what the doctors, both of you, are confirming is the issue. How is this, what we just did, in any way supposed to help what the actual problem is? And he was quite honest about it. And he said that in order for them to move to the next stage, they just need to rule out that it's not from something else, even though they know that it's unlikely that this is what's causing it. It's almost the same as what I had originally had I not gone privately to get my MRI, which is the doctors have to go X-ray, CT scan, then MRI. And without going through the steps, you can't move and progress to the next one. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at with this back. So the next step is they do some weird needle into between the vertebrae and the disc, and they burn away part of the disc and the bone, and then they wait and see. But this one just effed me up. I was feeling quite good before it. Like I got back into walking. I was feeling good. I was doing exercise, and this procedure was awful. So yeah, now I wait. But otherwise, the week, whatever. It was painful, but the week was good. Like, kids are good. It was awesome seeing Ethan, having him out for Thanksgiving, and we had everybody here, almost everybody. There were 2 people who weren't able to make it, but it was good. Life's good. Just pain.
Good.
So that's what drugs are for. All right. What do we got this week in PoE?
Cool. So something just awesome just happened.
Okay.
There was a gap of 3 minutes
Mm-hmm.
that didn't need to get, we weren't talking through it, so you didn't have to remove anything. It was just a silence. But I needed to message my wife something quick. And because that section was already getting taken out, somebody did a D&D check on Discord.
Oh, during it? That's
Icy
awesome.
Melon. So you got it, but you didn't. So I'll get you the shout out anyway, because it was sneaky and it was good timing. But you didn't, because we weren't in the middle of chatting. It was actually in a pause, and poor Icy Melon, you wouldn't know that. Yeah, what a loser. What a stupid time to D&D check. No. So anyway, Icy Melon, congratulations on your perfect failure of a timing for your D&D check.
Well done.
Anyway, so Path of Exile is 12 years old this week. Congratulations, GGG.
Yeah.
And
what else did we have? I was looking through some of it.
They came out with like for Path 1 stuff. They did the typical, we really like this league, and it's going to stay. It's just not ready yet.
Yeah, I have comments about that. I think
Do you?
Well, I think it's too bad.
Justin, now is the time. What's too bad?
I think Mercenaries was, here's what I would love to have seen them do with Mercenaries. Keep Mercenaries, but nerf them somehow so they're not endgame useful. They were they literally had the perfect tool. Something I never would have really even guessed at, but they had brought in this perfect tool for leveling alts, for leveling second characters. It was the best. They were the best. They were so. In our private league, I'm on number 4. Not because I died 3 times, just because I wanted to restart and try something else.
Yeah, your other 3 are totally alive. By the way, unless you played much later last night,
I didn't.
My highest living character is higher than your highest living character.
Oh, I'll have to fix that. Wait, are you max?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Okay.
Yeah, I worked out once in grade 10, so maps is easy.
I just think Mercenaries was the cleverest, even if it wasn't meant to be, the best tool that they've ever had for making leveling secondary characters much faster, but not cheating. Like, I was still going through the campaign. I just had a buddy who was much stronger than me, helping me power level, and I just would switch out which person I wanted to use twice. Like, I
only clicked on 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'm not going to deal with this. It's hardcore. Like, I'm not going to risk anything. Anyway, I risked 2 of them at some point, and just by chance, one of them had the massive zombie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got to run around with, like, until they died. But so like 2 or 3 acts, I got to run around this massive zombie. Just
That's awesome.
When I'm doing a zombie build, I'm the only person on the planet doing a zombie build. And then every now and then there's like zombies falling from the sky. But that scares the crap out of me, because then they leave this chaos ground on the ground. I'm like, I don't know who that belongs to. So I'm out. So anyway, keep going.
Well, the first playthrough, and that's why I think it was such a good tool, because your first playthrough of the campaign was not, you had to slog it just like normal. Like, I would only unlock a mercenary who was at my level. Right? Like, it was in the zone of the level that I was in. So there wasn't any huge benefit. It was just helpful as I proceeded forward. But for leveling your secondary character, because there was a 20 level gap, that meant that I could have a 28 or 29 level mercenary. I get to level 8 or 9. I get this big boost of a character to help me progress towards my 30s, at which point I pick up, maybe I'm picking up like a 40 or 45 mercenary. And then I progress until I get into my 45, 48, somewhere around there, and I pick up my 68 mercenary.
Oh, they don't like level with you or stay? Oh, that's why they
stay at what they're at.
Oh.
But that's why they're so good for leveling secondary characters without giving you a huge boost to your first character. Like, I just think it was the best tool they've ever had, and it's really too bad to see them get rid of them. I would hope that if they bring them back as a tool for leveling alts, and not, I don't care if it's a buffer in my end game, to give me it's nice to have that, but I would rather have them be a tool to level an alt versus a part of my end game build. So, yeah.
I think that's a better way to give the alternate gems instead of gating them behind
heist. That's what they're putting them into now.
What? When? What? Who said that?
Sorry, not alternate gems. The gems that they have, the Trathis ones, those are going into heist. That's what I meant to say.
Oh.
Sorry.
Did they say that?
Yeah. But the alternate gems are still in labs.
Well, behind lab. But if you had them as random, because they're random already. So if you had them as random encounters as you're leveling, and you keep coming across these people, that would be an encouraging thing. Oh, there it is. And you get to see it ahead of time too. You don't have to go through all this crap and then realize you don't get it. Like that would be a lot of fun to do it that way. But I think the current setup, like if they decide to put mercenaries in the game, they can't be allies. They can only be a versus opponent that gives you something, because otherwise, what was the one with the floating robots? What was that called? I loved it.
League. Amazing League. Oh man, what were they called?
All right, I don't want to not say this league name. So just a second, let me get to the wiki. We're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Starts with I'm guessing it starts with an S.
Ooh. No, I'm just gonna type in league. Just a moment. Mercenaries, Settlers, Necropolis, Affliction, Ancestors, Crucible, Sanctum, Calandra, Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Good job on the S.
Yeah, I got the S right.
Oh, you know what? It's one of my favorite leagues we've ever done. And I just realized it came right after Arch Nemesis, which like really doubled down on all of our hate of what the heck does that enemy modifier mean? So I'm curious if Sentinel came after something like Scourge, which actually that was a pretty fun league, going between realities and getting those cool things. And it was Scourge that had the weapon leveling too, wasn't it?
No.
Or was that wasn't Crucible, was it?
Yeah, it was Crucible, because that's where that was like
a year later.
Yeah.
Anyway, it'd be curious to see what we'd think of Sentinel with these floating robots after something like Scourge instead of something so tainted as Arch Nemesis. But anyway, yeah, Sentinel. That's the same thing in a way. Like obviously they function totally different, but at the end of the day, what you put core turns into the core experience. And do you want the game to turn into an ally experience, an NPC ally experience? Probably not. They didn't do that with Sentinel for obvious reasons. They desperately tried to put it in later because it's cool, but now it shows up in such odd and so remotely random places that all of a sudden you're like a new player that never played that league. They're like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
Right. Like what, all of a sudden, like 1 out of a billion maps, I got this floaty robot triangle next to me.
A new button that I never had to press before.
Right. It's like, why is it in the game? So unless you turn this into all right, here's your character and you always get a free NPC buddy, you can't have them as the ally experience. And then it just turns into the items, right? Same thing as almost like maybe it replaces how, what are those random people that show up that I really like and I really hate? The little mini unique people.
Betrayal?
No, the other ones. They're old.
Like way back? What? Which one are we talking? What are you talking about?
Dang it. Well, the league name doesn't say what it is. It's the bandits or whatever. No, not the bandits. I hate you so much.
Isn't that Betrayal? The one with...
No, it's the other one.
What's that other one?
No, shut your face. Oh, no, that's Path of Exile 2. This is working really well. Great listening right here. This is what we do. Rogue Exiles.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Like now that's almost like they'd be similar to Rogue Exiles, except they can't surprise you with a leap attack.
Well, I don't know. I mean, however they bring them in, the biggest part for me that I'm sad to see is losing them as something to help with leveling alternative characters, because it's one of the best things they've ever created, whether that was the purpose for it or not. I imagine it wasn't, because they were very much a buff buddy, to help you with your build later on. But it's too bad, because I think that was one of the easiest reasons for me to create an alternative character, because I could get to endgame in 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. It was a lot smoother experience, and in hardcore, no less. It just makes it was just I don't know. I'm going to miss having them in PoE 1.
No less.
No less.
The one thing I did really like about them, and remember, like this private league's the first time I played 326, and it'll be the only time I play 326. 327 will come out, and I'm not going to play it until the private league shows up. It was nice. Like, it was hilarious. The comments they say versus what's actually happening in reality. It's hilarious. Like, move along, Exile. Or are you from Partha?
Yeah.
No, then get away. And they're just standing there. And I'm like, I'm slaying thousands of enemies around them. And they're like, smoking on their cigarette, mouthing me off. I'm like, you're just standing there. Like I had a lot of good verbal comebacks to my screen when I was playing them.
Nice.
But it was nice. I like seeing stuff. So I like the 2D experience of the end game in Path of Exile 1 because I see it all right there, right? I like seeing all my scarabs on one screen. I don't like screen hopping, right? So I like seeing it all right there. That's one thing I really like about Ritual. It's just there. It's on one screen. I can shop there it is. I don't have to bounce between 300 NPCs for what about this, or what about this, or what about this, or what about this, like the expedition NPCs. Like it drives me nuts. I like one-stop shops. So stuff like Ritual is really cool. And Mercenaries kind of has that same thing where it's like, okay, check out these items, check out, like, I don't know how the drops work or anything like that, but I mean, it has one screen and one screen for the reason. And I really like that, and being able to check it out and seeing what's going on, or what kind of stuff is going to follow you around if you do the higher things. So I like that. It's in the map. It's not a secondary experience as far as I know. You're not going elsewhere as part of any of these mercenary campaigns. It's just in the map, in your hideout. That's it. It doesn't change my experience of, hey, I'm fighting enemies. Sweet, I'm in my hideout. Vendor. Get my new map rolling and let's go. It takes no time to deal with it. And so the League itself seemed like a very naturally immersive experience that didn't interrupt why I came to play.
Yep.
So
it was good.
Good job on that. I wish all League mechanics were like that, but they're definitely not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, anyway, I really like them. I'm sad to see them go. Hopefully they come back in a way that helps level.
Yeah. And if not, I mean, it gives you a really cool idea going forward for how you can min-max that idea. Whether it's not Mercenaries, but maybe it's something else where they come along with, okay, like, yeah, that's actually a really cool idea that you can unlock for a secondary playthrough.
I feel like, though, they've never wanted that. Ever. They've never wanted to make leveling secondary characters better. It's so weird to me, and it's something I've always been at odds with how they've done things, is it feels like they're always anti-make the thing easier for when you go through with your secondary character. And this was an awesome fit for me.
Yeah, it really does seem to naturally suit it, especially because it is kind of like it's a co-op game as well. And a lot of people just don't have someone to play with. And it's not like fixing a lonely experience, but it adds that element of what else can I build around?
Yep. Yeah.
The frustrating thing for me with that is I like consistency. And so if you have it in the campaign, you got to have it in endgame. That's my preference. Like, that's how I would want to do it. Right?
Well, but have it in endgame, but don't make it so strong in endgame. Like, don't make it so that they are a part of how I build my build. That they may, I don't know. I honestly would be fine with them. Like, by the time I finish the campaign, they die with Katava, and then they just sit in reserve waiting for another character that I want to level. I would be okay with that.
Yeah. But, hey, you know what? Yeah, that's not bad. Or what if, Justin, they picked up loot for you?
I've wondered that when I was playing with them.
And it began the in-game system of an in-game loot filter where you could be like, okay, here's all the different items that drop, like classes or subclasses. Yeah. Pick up all currency, pick up this, pick up that.
Mm-hmm. That's never going to happen.
Oh, man. Then they complain, I'm no beast of burden.
Yeah, then it would make sense. Then you could say it fine.
Yeah.
Also, the Templar. Have you played the Templar in a long, like, recently?
Not in a lot. No, not in a while.
God, he is a bummer. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah. He's going through an existential crisis.
Yeah. Once you finish Act 5, I was like, oh, buddy, you are depressing. Say something positive. Holy crap.
Oh, and then, but like, I'm listening to The Witch in the second half of the game. Everybody. Yeah. Right?
It's great.
Smells like my sister on the pyre.
Yeah.
But then, remember, though, they didn't have voice lines for a lot of these classes for the second half for years. Like, those are new.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm actually going through this, hearing some of these lines in what I think is for the first time. I don't remember if I heard them in whenever the last time I played Path 1.
Been a long time.
All these new lines, and it's from a different voice. It definitely sounds like a different voice, or same lady, but, you know, she's aged a bit because it sounds different. And then I go back to the original voice for maps again, and I'm like, but it's like, I like the Witch. I like the Witch in Path 2 too. They're all just sassy and me, and, you know, I kind of like that.
The duelist in PoE 1 is awesome.
Oh,
he's just like,
he's
so fun to listen to.
Little party,
man, though.
When
I did the Templar, I was like, oh my God, this guy. Like, it was unbelievable.
That's right. So maybe GGG can hear this and make some last minute edits on the Templar coming into Path of Exile too. Maybe he's like the God hater now. 20 years later, same guy. He's got a cane. His back hurts, but it's because he was throwing his Bible away.
I couldn't believe it, man. Every zone you went into, he was just like, oh, the world is ending. He was so depressing.
Actually, I want to ask you about that. So let's get back into news in a sec. I saw on the ladder for the private league that you're doing like every class? Just for fun, of course, because you're totally not dying. I just
want to try everything.
But you're doing every class?
Not
like
purposefully.
I'm seeing Slayer. I'm seeing...
I haven't played anything twice. I started with... we can get into how our private league's going, or... we should talk about the upcoming thing, because didn't they do a thing about something hives or something? It looks breachy, right? They get announcements next week, isn't it? I think it's next week.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Mercenaries ending...
maybe
stuff,
not next week.
Fan art competition, and then they had a tournament, and there's some highlights. So yes, okay. So let's get into that too. No, that's the race VOD. Get out of here! Why did I put that down there?
23rd.
What is this business? Yeah, and so then and then we can watch GGG live on the 23rd. Listen to me, don't listen to Justin. The Hiveborn are here.
Yeah, but it's called. What did they call it? Oh, I saw it at the end of the video. It's very breachy. What is this league called?
Something Keepers about the Flame of Light.
Keepers of the Flame.
Now, purple always reminds me, like blue kind of reminds me, or black, I guess I should say black and white remind me of the Shaper, and purple remind me of the Elder.
Oh, I saw Breach. It just made me think Breach because the fiery thing, but...
Didn't they just redo Breach, though?
I don't know. I have no idea. You know what's funny is they said the Hiveborn are here. I was playing my character, I guess, when this came out, and I didn't know it came out. And so, people die. It's hilarious when they die in the private league. And it just so happened that Brock had died. And when Brock restarted his character...
Oh, I was live for that. I got to laugh.
He said the Hiveborn are here or something. And I was like, okay, maybe that's his new character. Like he's doing something Hive related. Like I didn't get it. I wasn't. I was like, I don't understand.
What skill is this?
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. Anyway, they didn't realize that the teaser had dropped. So yeah, next week that'll be cool. I'll be watching. Yeah. I will definitely be playing Path of Exile 1. I have to say, I am much more preferring Path of Exile 1 over 2 right now. It is. And that's fair. I think that's fair because it's in early access and there's still a lot to change with PoE 2. But
sure.
I really have. I've had such a good time playing the private league. So
that's fun. I've had actually a great time playing the private league too. But if you were to ask me my preferences, I'd be like, because there's so much that I prefer in Path 2, but the skills are good in Path 1. Like there's not one skill I like in Path 2.
Well, and they only have 50 out of the 300. Like they just have, there's so much still to come to PoE 2.
Sure. So again, it's just the state that it's in is not fun. But like my first death, 100% this pride. Like I'm on my second character, my first death.
Yeah. How did you die?
Thank goodness it was at the beginning. It was the Val Oversoul doing his massive AoE smash. I'm standing there just staring at it. I'm like, I'm ready. Here it comes. Let's dodge roll. Oh, right.
You thought you were going to roll?
Just smashed. I was flying through. There was not a care in the world. My build, it was great. My build was totally fine.
Did you actually die thinking you were going to roll?
100%. I hit that B button and my character goes, puts the hand in the air to raise another zombie. And I'm like, damn it.
This one's going to hurt.
Total one shot too. I had great life. I had great resist. Obviously I'm the witch. So my physical damage mitigation was nothing, but, and that's what it is. But another one of those 2D bosses where it's like when the rocks start falling from the sky, you're like, I know where that is. Like I got to stare at where the tell is on the ground. Same thing with that first boss in Sanctum, or is it Sanctum? Yeah. The first boss in Sanctum in Path 2, when you're doing your trial and you get, and he's like that volcano rock guy that explodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The stuff that falls from the sky. I can't tell where that is. I have to stare at the ground to see where the tell is because it's just in the way. So anyway, that was hilarious because it literally was dodge roll that killed me, or a lack of. So I had to organize my build in a way where my thumb was always busy so that it wouldn't think about dodge rolling. Like I had to break out of my dodge roll habit to continue to be successful. And I can't tell you how many times I still held down the B button to sprint. Like,
oh, really?
There's so much I love about Path 2.
Sure.
Again, you go back to the old game, you go to the new game, and you regain your appreciation for either or. And like that sprint and dodge roll, like that really is such a fun way to play when you can see what's happening. And honestly, like visual clarity is never been even close to a strong suit for GGG, but that Val Oversoul Act 2 boss, the tells are there. Like that's a good boss fight. I don't like it, but it's a good boss fight. Like, there's very little you can complain about. The only thing that I think you can complain about was something that my wife's experience opened my eyes to, and that was simply that he's too tall for the screen.
Yeah.
Like, if you have him on the top of the screen, you can't actually tell what some of his skills are going to be. Mm-hmm. Right. So he's actually too big for the experience they're providing, size-wise. But yeah, that was where my first death came from. How about some of your deaths? I mean, you obviously haven't had any, but if you were to die and restart the game 5 times, you would say some of your deaths looked like?
My first character was, okay, think of Act 8. All right, Act 8 is the remake of Act 3. So it's where you get back to...
Hang on.
Act 3 is where you go to do the trials. It's where it unlocks the little trial at the top of the steps.
The stairs, the sewer.
Yeah. So Act 8 is the one with the sewer, where you go to the left and you go to the sewer. Yeah. That very first zone where everything where you kill it becomes chaos puddles on the ground, right?
Yes.
All the zombies that you kill. And I happened to get 2 rares that had a combo of one had stuns and one had can't remember what it's called, but it puts tethers on you to slow you down. And I basically just got hit and stuck and just dead just because of the chaos damage. So that sucked. That was my first character. Second character, what was the first one doing? He was doing, I was trying explosive concoction. A lot of fun, actually. Ton of fun. Very easy to play because you don't have to worry about too much. Second character, I was like, well, I'll farm and do this one that everybody's talking about, of snaking, fissures, volcanic fissures of snaking. I'm like, I'll farm the lab, no problem. That'll be whatever. I didn't get it until the Merciless, so the third one before I finished. That's how it took me that long. But I eventually got volcanic fissures of snaking. I was playing it, having a good time. I Malkoon, the map Malkoon, where it's Fairgraves. You gotta find all the booty chests.
Yeah.
His stupid axe throw or whatever he does. 2 of them were off screen. I didn't see him throw them, and 2 of them ticked me. I went tick tick, and I was dead with just the 2. And I was like, no.
What kind of, you don't even know what kind of damage that is, right? It's like that light green.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I would assume it's physical, but they hit like a truck. It's something that hurts, whatever it is.
Yeah, right. But again, another one of those things where I like that about Path 2. They're working on off-screen stuff, right? And you notice it when you come back, but you're used to it in Path 1, right? So I'm going to interrupt with some of that stuff because I've been hating on Path 2, but then I've been hating on Path 1, and it's nice to appreciate both. So I'm going to throw some of those in because I like the positive stuff.
Because I've had so many, so that died to Malkoon. Then I played one that was, what was I doing with the third one? A banner build. I just looked this up, and this person had this banner build, and I was like, I've never played.
You're just doing willy-nilly stuff for 100% hardcore.
Did. I looked it up, and I was like, that is the craziest. I've never used the new banners. Ever since, I just don't like banners. I've never liked the idea of placing them, and now they're all about placing them. Like, you just earn valor when they're on you.
I don't like earning skills,
right? And
you don't like that. And they're like that in Path 2
until you place them now. Right, that was
one of my favorite skills. Incinerate is about earning. You earn fuel now by casting other stuff. I don't like that stuff. Anyway, go ahead. Banners,
so I was playing with all 3 banners. Holy crap! It was so much fun, man. Defiance banner, when you do it at full valor, I think my movement speed was like 300%. Like, I was going through the axe, it was so fast. I was running so fast, almost to the point where it was dangerous. Except that because I was a champ, you get so many benefits of going with it, where every time I place a banner, I'm regenerating life. And so going through the lab was a joke because I would just hit a new banner. I've got 3. As soon as I hit 1, I regen all this life. But playing through that many characters and doing labs that many times, I was kind of laughing to myself. Like, I was too quick to say that I would take labs back. I would, but I also don't like them at all. I was in them, and I was like, I remember hating this. I remember why I hated this. I think that it's maybe better than what we have in PoE 2, but I still don't like it. Like, you've introduced something that doesn't exist anywhere else in the game, and I have to somehow manage around these stupid traps. I just don't like it.
Well, again, remembering that Path 2 is in beta, the thing that Path 1 has is, whether you like it or not, you can do it at that level. It's designed for the level you're at. Path 2 is not.
Yeah.
At all. Like Sanctum's meant to be redone, and some of the rolls you can get on your first try are like a guaranteed failure.
That's the thing with
such trash, and
you
will
can't
not
get that in lab.
You cannot get a guaranteed failure. You don't even getting rolls. The best thing that I love about it is there are no mods. It's just enemies, and I love that. It's the same thing about some of the Syndicate hideout situations. It's just enemies. There's no modifiers. It's so great.
Yeah, it's traps. I was like, I was too easy on them. I was too quick to say I would take back labs. That being said, I still would. And then my character that I'm playing now is, everybody was saying Bama, which people told me play Bama. I hate that I had to Google what that was.
Don't even start, man. I don't even understand my son anymore, man.
I didn't know what that skill was. It's very simple. I get it. It's blink arrow, mirror arrow, and it's fun. But like, can we?
Is it Sigma, Justin?
Can we not come up with nicknames?
Is it next level? Is it built different?
Yeah.
Hate generation differences.
I just didn't understand,
Bama.
so I had to Google it. But I get it. Bama is
blink,
around the skill.
Arrow, mirror. Arrow, mirror,
the thing that never made sense to me is you're not using both at the same time. So it's blink arrow of bombarding clones, which is very cool. You basically, instead of me blinking to that spot, I throw a copy of myself, and that clone uses my arrow, my bow and quiver, and does attacks. And it's extremely strong. And I just happened to already have one in my inventory. So at 25, I was able to switch over to it. That's the one I'm currently playing that is still currently alive. Did I say what the third death was, though? That was my highest level one. That was 86, I think. That was the banner one. I can't remember what killed it. Anyway, it died. And I thought I was done.
It died and that killed him.
I had so much fun playing PoE 1. I thought I was done. I went back and played a couple rounds of Mega Bonk, whatever it's called. Played a couple rounds of that, had some fun with that. And then people started telling me, oh, try Bama, check out Bama. And I was like, well, I'll Google it at least, fine, see what people are talking about. And then I wanted to play again. And with the mercenary mercs or whatever, it was very quick to get. I got him to endgame in one sit down. Like I started it.
Nope, not right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Illegal. It's not true. You're full of lies.
So
what's your highest character?
Dead is 86.
Dead. What a loser.
86. I died. My champion. You're not even in the top 10? Oh, well, every time I died, I was in the top 10. Oh, no, that one I was 11 when I died.
You are 86.
Yep.
15th overall.
Yep. But I do have one living, and I think I'm going to do better on that. That was 86.
Oh, okay.
That was my one with the
banners. Sorry, the champ was the banner?
Yes. Yep. That was my last one that died because yes.
Tags. Oh, there you are. Oh, no, you passed me. You're at 82.
Wait, my living one?
Oh, no, that's Zenling. They have your name in their name.
Yeah, I saw somebody said just beat tags.
Psych.
What am I?
Tags. Like I said, something? Please don't die. That's 75. There you are. 68. Why are you only 68?
I was done playing for
tags for the win. 4 FOUR.
Get it?
Who's a funny one?
So my character that's top.
I'm at 73. It's like so easy.
Do you see my character?
5 levels higher.
That's my level 86. What his name is? He's in rank 15.
Tags Dawn.
Okay, I was trying to type my character name and accidentally hit enter. And I hadn't finished typing it. And so I was like, I'm keeping tags Dawn.
Was it going to be like tags don't die?
Yeah, it was exactly. It was supposed to go on with my don't die.
Oh, so that's why your next character says tags FE. I said, please don't die.
Well, that one was my second character.
Yeah.
Because my first character was please don't die. But anyway, I've had a lot of fun playing in the private league. It's been, I think PoE 1 is, there are things that I don't like about PoE 1, but it's
lots.
It's not lots. I don't find lots. There are some things that bother me about it, but because it's unfair to really compare the two because one's had since 2013. So like 12 years of re-changes and new things and whatever. So it's just a more complete game than PoE 2 is, but there are definitely 100%. Parts of PoE 2 that I prefer. It's just that there's a completeness to PoE 1 that makes it feel better. It's also way better to get to end game. Like there's not even a comparison. PoE 2 is balls to get to the end game.
It's a fine-tuned experience. And the nice thing about it is you are powerful as you go through in Path of Exile 1. And Path 2, you're a wet little noodle that's desperately trying to like, you're like running through the forest all scared and crying and just looking for the next hut you can hide in.
You're one of the guys. You're just one of the NPCs. You just happen to be controlled by somebody outside the game.
You're right.
Because you're not strong.
To you who's controlled by the user. Yeah. But like, yeah, the game just doesn't move you forward like that. And maybe they're going to be designed to be different. Maybe they'll change that a little bit. Who knows? But yeah, the Path 1 experience, I agree with you, is it's much more fine-tuned. So it's, despite any issues you might have with the things that they've allowed to stay in the game, it's a much more fine-tuned experience. So if you can handle the crap, like it is a much more fun experience currently. And for me, it was the skills. Like one of my first comments when I started playing was like, it's good to finally play some good skills. Like SRS is fun. Cast, stop, run, stop. Skeletons, just how they automatically spawn, the temporary versions, right? Like I don't need a corpse like you do for zombies for your temporary stuff. They summon 3 at a time. Like it's good to be a minion player in that game. Phantasms, how they just show up automatically. Oh, I love it. It's that and the Reaper are my favorite skills.
And I have to summon phantasms. Yeah,
I have. It's so fun because you can do anything. Like you couple that with spiritual aid, and if I just start running in just by myself and I start like smashing the ground with whatever attack, well, summon phantasms can come out and we all have a great time together. It's so fun to have that automatic stuff. And granted, RS in Path 2 is similar to that now. But yeah, it auto casts in an odd way and only with fire skills, and I don't like any of the fire skills. So or like it really and there's nothing to couple it with, because do I care about my damage? Or do I care about minion damage? In Path 2, you have to pick one. If you're putting half your damage into minions and half your damage into yourself, it's not going to take you very far. So you got to pick one. But then what? Like, I'm using a skill that doesn't matter for the sake of my RS damage. Or if I'm investing into my damage, why would I bother with RS? So because there's that lack of spiritual aid in Path 2, it's an odd trigger experience. You know what I mean? Because in Path 1, the RS version, which is Phantasms, anything can trigger it. Like my zombies can trigger it. My Reaper can trigger it. And a big shout out to Ventus. People offer us stuff all the time, and we're always very thankful, just as thankful when we accept versus when we decline. But Ventus found the alternate version of the Reaper that I like. That's the triple version.
Okay. Yeah.
And so it's the one that makes it even more hands-free. I don't have to send the attack, the command skill, which is the same button as Resurrect, which is very convenient. And I love that. But I like not needing that button because now I'm not using a multi-button thing. I like using skeletons with the Reaper because then the skeletons can have Feeding Frenzy, Culling Strike, and Maim. And Feeding Frenzy, they have the dash when you link it to the skeletons. So they're all over the place and it's a lot of fun. And they summon 3 at a time, which is great. And so it's a great couple skill. And I didn't like doing the 2-button thing with the Reaper all the time, because a lot of the times when you would send the Reaper somewhere, they would go there. And then for some reason, they would choose to fight somebody on the other side of the screen again. So then they would walk back.
Right.
Sometimes dash, sometimes walk. And so there was a lot of dead time with the single Reaper. Whereas with the triple Reaper, they're just going and they're just spinning and it's great. And then you're not handcuffed by the bleed either, because there's no innate bleed anymore. And so you throw poison on that to all these really fast spinning blades that they have. And then you throw summon phantasms on there. Like, this is the fastest I've ever gone through the campaign. And it's in hardcore. And it's because I have triple Reapers right off the bat. So thank you, Ventus, for offering that to me. I was just about to put that on my character, like put it in my inventory and then be like, okay, I'm about to get to 28. Like, let's do this. But I'm like, nah, let's put it in the stash.
Smart.
And then I finish Act 2 and I die.
Oh, that was you had it before you died.
Otherwise, I would have had it in my inventory as the character. So I just put it in. Well, thank goodness. And so I haven't died yet. But like, all I have is the triple Reaper. Like, I have my skeleton 4-link now. But even before then, like, it was just skeletons and Feeding Frenzy as I was leveling, right? Because you don't get all the 4-links right away. But now my 4-link is Reaper, or the triple Reaper, which I don't know when they did this, but all of a sudden, like, it levels up. Like, you get an extra Reaper as it levels up. I didn't know that. So now it's the 4 Reapers.
What does
I
quality
don't know
do
when
to
they
it?
did that. Movement speed, minion movement speed. And so I have 4 Reapers, chance to poison.
Does that go up higher, even more than 4 as it levels up?
No. It starts at 3 and then it goes to 4. Like zombies, it goes up from like 3
But even at level 20,
7.
It doesn't go up again to 5?
No, the wiki, because I was blown away when all of a sudden I saw 4. I'm like, what's happening? Right. Oh, did I click a shrine or something? Like, what's going on? Like, so much has changed. And then I go on the wiki and I see that it actually has 3-4. And I'm like, no way.
Interesting.
So they've made my favorite skill even better.
Cool.
But the nice thing is, like, I am flying through the maps and I have my Reaper skill, or like the quadruple Reaper, chance to poison, summon phantasms, and minion speed. Like, that's it. And I am flying through. It is so great. Everybody's just getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm going as the necromancer.
Nice.
But my first one, just because it's hardcore, I went with the far left ascendancy that gives a 30% increased damage and a tiny bit of attack speed, but I wasn't really going to be running a lot of ores. I'm running only a couple big ones, so it's not going to be a huge help. But then, of course, the extra resists.
Right.
And I'm running Purity of Elements because my build revolves around my minions. I don't want them to get chilled or shocked or anything like that. So, and that works great because now I have these 2 30% resists running around beside me. It makes it a lot easier to gear. So I'm not doing anything with bonus damage. And then the second ascendancy for the minions is the washout one, where it gives you more life and a little bit of more damage, like 10% more damage and 20% more life for your minions, right? Because then that's when it branches off into the 2 powerful ones. So that's all I had. So I really wasn't getting a big damage
ascendancy now, right?
I have done my 3rd ascendancy, and I went to get the leech one.
Yeah.
And then they changed at some point since the last time I played. They changed. There's, the masteries they have, the instant leech. Mm-hmm. There used to be a mastery selection for 10% of your leech is instant.
It's 5.
They changed that to 5% now. Yeah. So I'm 3 levels away from getting the instant part of it. And then I can replace. Right now I have Malevolence on, which is awesome for all the poisons I'm getting on the enemy. It's fantastic. So if my survivability is fine, I'll keep Malevolence. If not, I'll swap it out for Petrified Blood and go from there. But yeah, that's it. Like, I am going faster through the campaign than I ever have. And it's with like 4 skills that, like, on paper, it's trash. Minion speed does very little for DPS. Chance to poison is only at 40%. Summon Phantasms doesn't work properly in Path of Building. And then I have my Reapers. And they have so many different skills, you don't know which one to pick in Path of Building, right? Because you never know which order they're going to use them in, the dash, the spinny rini. I'm loving it. It's awesome. They're my 2 favorite skills in the whole game, and I got them. So thank you again, Ventus. I appreciate it. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's just so fun to play your favorite skills, but they work. Mm-hmm. It's nice. It's a lot of fun. One thing I noticed is the auto pickup radius in Path 1 is smaller than in Path 2.
Auto pickup radius? What are we talking about?
Like gold, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like at the beginning, I'm like, why isn't this picking up? Why isn't this picking up? I go a little bit closer and then it picks it up. I'm like, huh.
Oh, interesting.
I think it's bigger in Path 2. Another thing that I have noticed now in comparison to both is, like, I always knew this, but now I've been playing Path 2. Path 1's drops are garbage. Like, there is nothing good that drops.
Not too bad.
And when I play Path 2, I have a hope. When I play Path 1, I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, whatever they're doing in Path 2 is superior to Path 1.
It's interesting because we've had conversations in the past where you were talking about PoE 2 and not getting any drops and you just can't get the stuff. So you still think that it's better?
Yeah, well, yes. Also because in Path 2, you don't have to hide stuff yet. Because in Path 1, all base types drop. But in Path 2, only the best base type drops. And that is huge. Like, that is what my filter is in Path 1. It's getting rid of all the stuff that there is a better replacement for. Mm-hmm. And in Path 1, they automatically just give you the better replacement. And I'm loving that. And even when it comes to like how they've changed the transmutes, and they don't have alterations anymore. What is it? Anyway, how they've done like the transmutes and greater transmutes and super duper transmutes and exalts. They don't just huck a whole bunch of really small transmutes at you while greater transmutes are available. Right. They will, I don't know if they refuse to drop the lower transmute or if it's just a lot less common and then they end up adding up to a greater transmute. But even that, like, it is a much better experience. Vanilla, obviously vanilla. I'm talking like throw never sink out the window.
Sure.
figuratively. Love you, never sink. But, you know, like I definitely noticed that was a big deal. And one of the things that I hope I never take for granted is how portal scrolls work in Path 2. You can portal anywhere.
We can portal anywhere in PoE 1.
If you have a portal scroll.
Yes.
But if you go to the depths and you fight that essence crab and a portal scroll hasn't dropped for you yet, right? I never in my life think about leaving a game.
Yeah.
I see people on my friends list going off and on. Online, offline, online, offline, online, offline. And I'm like, so damn annoying. Like, I wish I could turn that off.
You
like,
can turn it off.
Can you?
Yes, I have it off. I don't see what any of my friends do. Yes, I can't stand that. So yes, that is turned. It's a setting.
Pause.
It's a setting.
No, I'm not joking. We are doing it right now.
Don't screw up your audio.
Do you want to hear Path of Exile music? I clicked the game.
Oh, I can see you're playing. It just popped up on my thing.
All right, I can't see you now, so you let me know if my audio is doing funky stuff.
Okay,
Where is it?
Currently, you're fine. It's in options.
It is the most annoying. Oh, look, I can see our little. Oh my goodness.
I hope you log into your character and it dies right away while we're recording. Go ahead.
It does not save my my graphic settings.
Why?
Every single time I have to tell it to go to full screen, and then I have to turn off the shadow quality and all this stuff over and every single time. Every single time.
I never have to do that.
So where is it?
It's probably a problem with your computer.
Game, sound, UI, what?
I don't remember where it is. It's something to do with your social settings or friend settings.
Notifications.
I have them all off.
Friend online. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Just tick the box.
Oh, I'm going to go, okay. Look at that. Notifications.
I don't have any of that stuff on. Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Then, but now,
yes, I see what you're saying, though. In PoE 2, you can do it wherever.
Right. But it never crosses my mind. I know. And I've been playing Path for forever. Yeah, but I don't think of leaving a game.
Yeah.
And then logging back in to enhance my experience. To me, as a console player, that means the game crashed and I have to restart. I know, but that's not how my brain works. I never think to log out and log in ever in my life. So Path 2 accommodates that. Also, can you hold your hand up to your screen quick?
It's not showing me. It's not showing me out of focus on my thing.
You're very blurry.
My thing shows focused.
There we go.
The thing with Path 1 that I do like, though, is so I have T, like that's just the shortcut on my keyboard to hit it, that it's instant. There's no like lead up with Path of Exile 2 where it takes a second to cast it and you can do it anywhere. Now I get that some people don't like that. They say it's cheaty, blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. Don't care. I need my freaking flasks, especially hardcore. I don't like dying. I don't like restarting. So I did use the logout that comes with Awakened PoE trade. Thank God I hit the button. I almost died to a degen in one of my other characters.
See,
I'm fine with
that's
that.
One thing I am looking forward to Path 2 when all you
I will never play Path 2
cheaters, your hardcore cheaters are escaping a hardcore situation by actually leaving the universe.
100%. Fair.
Unfair.
No, I'm all for it.
Now, you brought up flasks, though. Another really cool change.
Yeah, I don't know which one I like better.
It's cool having 5, and it's cool doing anything you want with 5, and it's really cool. I never cared about the other ones, but the instilling orbs, where it would trigger based off of the circumstance.
Kindling's only good if you have Mage Blood. Otherwise, I can't see a use for it ever. But yes, Instilling's amazing.
And I loved that because it added a lot more of the, like I don't play AFK, it's one button, but I keep saying AFK. It just adds more, like less clicky for me and less thinking. Like it's going to happen.
Yeah, for
now,
sure.
The game's not dependent on me hitting, like knowing which out of the 10 buttons to hit. I can focus on what's important, which is combat, and my defense is going to happen. I've already prepared for it. I've already paid for it. I've already itemized it. So instilling orbs were amazing for me.
Well, a combo that with their change to glassblower baubles not being based on the rarity of the thing. So that it's same with what they did with whetstones and armor scraps, where I can still use 4 baubles to fully upgrade a thing, which meant that I could put instilling on them right away. And I love that. That for me is amazing because I used to always be stressed like, oh my God, I'm going to need 4 baubles just to get it up to 20%. Then I'll roll it. Then I'll craft it. Now you can craft it, put your stuff on, and you can upgrade it later when you get them. I love it.
Yeah. The thing that I don't like about Path 1's system is you have to get there. And I don't mind earning it. You know what I mean? Like when we're at an intersection that normally would be famously long in our city, right? And, you're used to like, oh, I hate going through this intersection because it always takes 10 minutes, right? Just how the lights work. Sometimes you're driving up to that intersection and it turns green right when you get there. And every single time you go through that intersection, you're like, yeah, I never paid my dues, but here I am, I'm going through, right? Like it's good to pay your dues. You feel good when you don't pay your dues, but it's important to pay your dues. And in Path 1, like, yeah, when you finally get those instilling orbs and you're there, but that could be forever. Like that's late. In terms of a leveling experience, that's late. And I like that about Path 1. You start getting your charms right away. I mean, right now I find charms. Sorry, yes, in Path 2. And now, right now I find charms useless while leveling because what prevent me from freezing or chilling 2 times in a boss fight? Like that's not gonna
first one, please. Just
like that's not gonna. And it's not like it's gonna last 2 hits. Okay, well I got the rest of the boss fight to go. Like they're still in a bad place, but especially for the leveling experience. But they're available right away. And I like that. And I like that it's just health, mana, and then it's something else. Like I like both setups. I like earning it in Path 1, but I don't care about any utility flasks until I have the proper instilling orbs because that's the kind of player I am.
I'm the same way.
So only life flasks matter until I have my 20 instilling orbs, is it? Or 25? I forget.
Well, you only need 5 to do each one, so you don't even have to do them all.
Yeah,
you don't have to do all of them at once.
Yeah, I do. I hate that because then all of a sudden it's like, okay, shoot, like I don't play Path 1 like, okay, I need to be careful in this experience and not in this experience, right? Like, okay, now I'm fighting a cold boss, so I'm fine with my instilling orbs. Oh shoot, now it's lightning and no, I can't. Like that's not how I work. I need to have. It's all or nothing for me.
That's why you never have them. You're dead.
That's right. But in Path 2, I like that it's just the system's working right away. And you can work to improve it. There's nothing in the game that really tells you how your charms unlock, right? As you level and stuff like that based on the belt and all that.
It still doesn't make sense to me.
I think I don't know. I think you earn a tiny bit as you earn now. Something.
That's something new that you do now. There's some quests or something that all of a sudden unlock your more slots, but then it doesn't make sense with the number on it. Anyway, doesn't matter. In the end, you get 3, so that's great.
Now, even though that's not explained in the game, I mean, that was worth our trip to Los Angeles.
Which
descriptions, in-game descriptions.
In-game descriptions, yeah.
Nothing about that game is the same at all, but in-game descriptions are still there. That's amazing. Like, I can't tell you how many times I was like, crap. What is it like in Path of Exile 1 versus Path of Exile 2 again? And I had to go on the wiki instead of staying in game.
See, but I think so for me, Path 1 works because I played it so much that I don't have to worry so much about that stuff. I wouldn't want to do it as a new player for sure. I wouldn't want to come into Path 1 now as a new player, but as an existing player who's played as long as we have, I like it. I don't mind that it's not there. I know that it's not there and that bothers you, but I don't tend to look for that. So it doesn't really bother me. But as a new player, I wouldn't really be able to do it.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate it in PoE 2 though, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. In Path 1, it's way easier to get attributes, but I still like how socketing and the attribute requirements work in Path 2 better.
Well, the sockets almost seem unfair in PoE 2 after playing PoE 1 for a bit. Like, and maybe that's a good thing because sockets are such a focus in PoE 1, like massively. It's not even just sockets, but it's links, it's colors. There's so many things that go into the sockets of an item in PoE 1
and base
that you
type
don't have.
Is a huge part of that.
Sure. Yeah, they all tie into the same thing. Whereas PoE 2 completely negates that, like 100%. It's just not even a thing anymore. So I think PoE 2's made that much simpler for sure.
Well, here's the thing. I like having an idea and being able to apply it. That's part of my love of theory crafting, even while I'm leveling. And right away with Path 2, I don't have to care if a socket is green. All I need is 5 decks, and I can put my chance to poison on something. But that was kind of part of the fun for me in PoE 1. I do appreciate it in PoE 2. I know what you're talking about, and I like that for 2. But it's the same with what you were just talking about, the flasks. I love that PoE 2 doesn't have them, but I actually really like playing with them in PoE 1, but only once they're all up to instillings and they're basically a passive. So I'm not a piano player. I can't play multiple flask buttons. But yeah, it's weird because PoE 2, when you come to the socket side, almost feels too easy
because you don't have to think about it. But yeah, it's a toss up for me.
The pros and cons. Like I like having my right away. There's my main socket and 2 links for supports right away.
Mm-hmm.
And my attribute requirement, like I'm doing chance to poison on my Reaper. I'm just staying on the north side. I have to stretch for my dex, and for my chance to poison, I need 111 dex to fully level it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I want chance to poison in Path 2, I need 5 dex, and I can stick with the inside of the tree.
Right,
that's nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so in terms of a theory crafting, which is why I play, like I love both systems. I don't think one's better than the other.
Yep.
But the theory crafter in me appreciates Path 2's gem system much more. I don't like the lack of leveling, that it's dependent on drops as opposed to leveling. Like I wish active skills leveled instead of had like this level unlock where they dropped. I think it's still nice to earn that. I love more XP bars, the better. But it was really nice to be like, okay, man, by the end of this, like my skill's not getting better because I don't have the dex. Sweet, I finally got that amulet. All right, let's slap that on. And all of a sudden, ding, 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 ding. So that was a really nice part for me. And another part was all of a sudden it's like, oh shoot, right, yes, I got a jeweler's orb, and I'm like, oh wait, I need 4 more because one jeweler's orb doesn't give me anything. Yeah, one jeweler's orb doesn't give me anything in Path 1.
Right.
I need 5 when I'm on the crafting bench. If I've unlocked it, I don't know if that's already there at the crafting bench or not. I forget what unlocks where.
You have to unlock it.
But I need 5, and then I'm picking it for a piece of gear that I'm going to replace. And I'm like, that's tough. So then you're more drop dependent, but Path 1's absolutely trash for drops. So it's a lot more accommodating to what I like to do as I'm leveling. Like I can theory craft in Path 2 throughout the leveling experience a lot easier and better. I can play with ideas. I mean, like I said, in my opinion, the skills and the options in Path 2, I still don't like any of them. So the theory crafting's not there, but that's just based that's a personal interest level. That's not game design. Like the game design suits me a lot more. So that was something else I realized.
The where you talk about the jeweler's orbs and the crafting side of it. I think PoE 2, I think you're right. PoE 2 is much better for the theory crafting straight into like action. You can do it much faster. There is something really fun in PoE 1 though about throwing some jewelers onto an item, getting it up to 4 sockets, linking it, getting the colors you want. Like it feels good. It definitely changes how you have to do it, but it does feel really good when you get it to work. But it's definitely not as easy as like, oh, I've got this idea I want to try out. I'm just going to go in and start playing it in the game. In PoE 2, where you can do that much easier than PoE 1.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like the chromatics. I missed it.
It's
right. Like I love the ease. Like the second I get that whatever jeweler's orb in Path 2, I'm like, sweet, click it on the skeletons. I got my support skill all ready to go, and I love it. Yep. And if I change from elemental to physical or whatever, I can switch those supports out super easy peasy. But when I finally got that base type where I could 4-link it for my skeletons, like I was so excited for it. I did that before I 4-linked my Reaper. But the Reaper was strong enough, so it was fine. But I'm there and I'm like, okay, not the best base type, but it'll work. I have 34 chromatics. I'm hoping this can work. And I'm getting ready to complain, like just be a little baby about it. First click, I get it. And I'm like, oh, that felt good.
Yeah, right. You get a little dopamine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that was, so like it has its pros and cons for sure for me, but Path 2 suits me more. One thing that I do love about Path 2 compared to Path 1, and I was getting ready to like hit the bleeping fan on this one because it's hardcore, but Path 2 does do its best to accommodate the combinations of enemy base type versus modifiers and which modifiers are combined together, and maybe even at what stages, like, oh, they can't show up for the first 3 acts or whatever it is. Like we've seen posts about them caring about that stuff. So I just finished beating, who is it? Tuko Hama with the totems, fire, second
7, I think.
Something like that. Yeah. Anyway, Tuko Hama. And then you got like the
you
super
go out
blue
the door and you're almost fucking dead.
Right. What is it with that door? That's not, I didn't die, but that was one of my, where's Path 2? Come to me, Path 2, because I exit that door.
Yeah.
And I am, well, of course, like, I don't know what it is because they don't give you anywhere to move.
No, enemies are on you.
Not just enemies, 1,000 enemies. That's where they're having their dance off, and everyone was invited. And the second you leave that dance off, there's like 3 enemies until you get to the next door. They're all there, pounding it out in the strobe lights. It's like the biggest, most craziest orgy on the planet. But there's 3 rares there.
Nice.
One of them's exploding corpses.
Obviously.
Already. I'm minions.
That's early.
I can't tell them to stop. Like, no, don't kill anybody. Like, all these crazy. But then another one's got a temporal bubble, and then another one's maiming me. I'm like, guys,
wow.
I'm just trying to play a game.
Just roll out of the way, Ty.
Even
just
if it's not hardcore, like, what am I? Yeah, right. Roll out of the way. No, but like, I'm trying to play a game. Like, I think sometimes, and I know this is just random, but this is like they've had, like we've said in terms of celebrating their anniversary, they've had time to figure out how to get a little bit of a handle on their random. And we've seen that with Path 2, they are capable of doing
in PoE.
Not with Path 1.
No.
Right. I think that's one of their benefits for their style of organization is Path 2, you can get that. In Path 1, you get pure random. Path 2, you get controlled random. And I like that. I've always wanted controlled random, so that's where Path 2 is shining brighter for me too. But like, I'm a stay-at-home parent. I'm gimped, but just think of it like, okay, I've had my long day at work or taking care of the house, whatever it is. Like, I just want to chill, man. I just want to play my game. Like, I know I'm not playing an easy game, but then something like that happens and you're like, I just want to play. Like, this isn't fun. Like, even if I live, I'm not like, yes, I made it. It's like,
no, you're just sweating.
You're like, that was stupid. Now let's move on, right? And if you get too many of those that was stupid moments, you start playing a different game, right?
You know when you had to fight Calm in the fiery area,
Yes.
whatever it is. Okay, so do you know the enemy where it's like a dragon head, but he's also got a tail, and they're 2 individual entities that you're fighting? So like a head comes out, and then he's also got a tail that can come out in another part of the land, and it's in that area. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay.
No, I hate that area with the passion. I don't think I've ever gone in the center of that map ever.
Well, it's not in the center. You've definitely passed this type of enemy. You maybe just have been like running straight past it.
Just a regular base type enemy.
Yeah, just a regular base
and then
type.
your minions are always going for the tail, even though that doesn't damage. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I was running through that on one of my characters, and that had the mana siphoner mod on it. And what's funny is that it gets the mana siphoner mod on both the head and the tail. So the overlap between them was nuts. I was like, nope, we're running, and just had to like take off. It was pretty funny.
That's crazy. There were a couple soul leaders that weren't following the soul leader rules. That they remember they're supposed to be like a 20-second timer over time. No,
it's always Abyss, man.
I think the timer's broken. Their wristwatch.
Yeah.
It's not working right.
It was for Abyss every time with me. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. How do I get away from this stupid thing?
And while leveling, I don't know what it is. It's just maybe just how their random works, but there's a lot of copy and paste with their random. Like you get this base type enemy over and over as the rare one, or it's like they're all going to have the temporal bubble in this map or this leveling area. It's really funny how it works. It's like, okay, like I got the theme. I get it.
Somebody really likes this. I get it. Move on.
Yeah. It's like we joke around. There's somebody with those buttons, right? Where it's like every second map you roll is going to have TC on it or something, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, also my leveling experience.
Yeah.
I broke my own rule, Justin. So normally I hug the right, no matter what.
God, yeah,
I don't use, what's it called? The thing that people use so that they can go through the labs faster.
PoE lab.
Yeah.
It's not a super updated thing anymore.
One of the best days I've had in forever when I saw in our Discord that the person who was on PoE Lab like took the day off or something. And
well, so they're not very active anymore because of personal stuff. So it doesn't it doesn't get updated very often anymore.
Still. So individual, if you ever hear this, I really hope things are going well for you.
Yep.
On a side note, I love it when people panic when your website isn't updated. Like they're married to it. Because I get through it fine. I just hug the right. And then I click on the thing. I'm like, oh no, that's not the room I want. And then I keep hugging the right. And then I get there and it's fine. Like it takes me an extra 5 minutes.
Knowing where
level,
dark shrines are though is a huge deal. It makes some of those labs so much better. Like getting twice 2 chances at the fountain. Like there's some big benefits to having those dark shrines. So that's why I like it. So
fountain. What fountain?
The divine font when you're changing a gem, getting multiple shots of that dark shrines can affect that.
Yeah.
I saw the picture in Discord too, and I had actually I could show you. I saved the same picture for that day because I was like, I might need this later.
You ninnies, that's hilarious. So I normally hug the right on everything, right? I'm hugging the right. So there's a couple maps where it's like you hug the left, and that's how it works. Like when you're, was it Ventus, Valenia, whoever it is in Act 5 or 6 or whatever, they're kind of in the tower. You know, the home base where they send a ladder down and you crawl up.
Yeah.
And then you like Bannon eventually is there and stuff like that. So there's the girl. She eventually turns bad in the next copy of the act. That's the problem with recycling content, is I get it all mixed up.
Sure.
Right. But anyway, the V lady, the V NPC there, you go get like some thing for her, you know, like in that chest. And it's always on the left side.
Oh, yeah. The Myaster.
Yeah, the Maya's Mez.
It is on the left side.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
So I'll start hugging the left on that one.
Yeah.
Now that one has always been on the left, but there's a couple other always lefts that didn't work for me. So like when I come out, and you know where that one area where you give Garut there's like the pedestal where you can put his necklace there from Helena.
I never do that.
No, I don't either.
But yes.
But then you hug the left because that's where the cave is, where you kill the boss, and then there's the fireflies.
Yep.
It was on the top right for me. I hugged the whole left, and it was like the longest damn road on the planet. And then I get to the next area, and I'm like, hey, no.
Yeah,
I hugged the left. I went against my rules, and it didn't. No. If I hugged the right, it would have been faster.
It can rarely be on the right, top right.
Oh, it was
very rare,
and
though.
It happened in the Val City as well. The map was off.
Val City
It wasn't the normal question mark, which is like 90% of the time. This one, it was like, I was in a weird spot and I had to go down.
It was almost like it was in the waypoint. Yeah. I think I know.
Ever and ever. And then I went around, and no joke, like I had to kind of recognize the pattern, but it wasn't the question mark. Well, I guessed right the first time, but it was terrible. Val City.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think they should be like, I've been thinking about suing GGG over the MTX stuff, but maybe I think we could have a class action suit just on Val City.
Ugh.
I think that's done enough emotional trauma for everybody that we could win.
You finally feel good, and then you go into a zone that is just shitting chaos on you everywhere. Like the chaos damage once you go through that next one. No, like it's all the spitters and all the, like after you get the Val City. Oh my God, no. Don't like it. Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, I had a really good time. I'm still enjoying my character. I'm still alive. I'm level, what was it?
Was it go till Monday?
80.
It runs till Monday?
It goes on Monday. I only am able to use the computer tonight after dark. And then hopefully tomorrow night
same
on
level,
the old computer. I'm 5 ahead of you because I'm way better.
No big deal.
And but so I only have a couple more hours that I'll be able to play. I'm looking forward to go through. I hope I'm still alive by the end of it. It's nice because the character's strong. Like there's no weakness to it, and I've been able to escape all the stupidity that's come my way so far. So looking forward to seeing it. But I have made a point of quitting when I notice I'm tired. So I have missed out on a few hours. Like I'll stop because it's hardcore. And so unfortunately, I've had to cut out a few hours of potential playtime. Like I'll stop playing and then I'll go upstairs and I'll turn on Age of Empires because I can zone out for that.
Yeah. Can't really zone out for
hardcore. So,
okay. So, I mean, we got to wrap this up, but I was going to ask you, you've played it. It's fun. Why would you not play 327? If PoE 2 currently still is going to be 2 months out before its update, would you play 327 if it looked fun?
No.
Really? You'd still rather go play PoE 2?
Yeah, because neither game are fun for me right now. Like you just had one's
fun in
better
PoE1
than the other, but it's fun going back to it. It's not fun playing it a lot. Like the same crap it's the same crap. It's the same.
I feel like I've lessened on what really bothered me because I've seen them fix it in PoE 2. I actually have more. I prefer PoE 2, and I know that's the one I will play later. But right now, there's just so much they still need to do to PoE 2, and it makes PoE 1 for me fun, despite the things that might annoy me a little bit.
To me, Path 1 it's a crappy game that I had to find a way to play. So like off-screen damage is always going to be annoying, right? Screen clutter, not being able to tell what's going on anywhere, absolute chaos and unfairness when it comes to mod combinations and where they spawn and what's happening. Like it's still trash. It's it's not a fun experience to go through. This is fun because I hadn't played it in forever, and I'm only playing for 10 days, and it's part of the community. Like that's what's fun for me. But it's not a fun experience. It's not fun to tolerate all those things and plan my build around all those things, because it highly limits all the creativity that I would love to actually do in the game. So Path of Exile 2 was made for me because I am at my, like, I just don't find dealing with all the crap that we're used to dealing with in Path 1 fun anymore. And so it's kind of like the same thing with my MTX thing. I've been shown a better way. I've been shown a better version, Path 2. Right. So it's a constant reminder to me of all the stuff that I have to tolerate in Path 1 to try and enjoy it. And I'm not forgetting that when I play Path 1 on a regular basis, those things that drive me nuts and the dumb combinations of mods and stuff like that, it's frequent. It's often. Sure, I can plan my character around it, but the drops always suck, and I like solo cell phone. So it's just one of those things where if Path 2's next, if Path 2 still sucks for me, I'd rather turn on a different game than play either of the Path of Exiles. So
for me, I really like Path of Exile 1. I think it is in such a fun state to play, and PoE 2 is probably going to be what I will lean towards as they progress with more content, and I will play it for sure each time it comes out with new stuff. But I'm reminded how much I like PoE 1 every time we do a private league. Like, it's just, I will play 327 for sure when it comes out. Path of Exile has always been a great game for me to just binge for 2 weeks and then either move on to something different or whatever. And PoE 1 for me still scratches that itch. Like, I have so much fun playing it. So I'm excited for whatever 327 comes out with next end of this month, I think it is.
Yeah,
Halloween. Weird release, but
I hope it's something that kind of amalgamates some of their leagues, like improves or maybe combines a couple of things. You know what I mean?
I don't know if PoE 1's ever going to be in a state of like, let's clean this up. I feel like they're just like, let's ship more stuff onto it and see where it ends up. It's a tough game.
As long as they keep
up.
that in PoE 1, because they're already like, their goal is to just add PoE 1 stuff to Path 2, and I'm really hoping they have some self-control there.
Yeah, I would imagine it's not going to be everything, but it's going to be really fun to have this same conversation next October to see how they've managed with their, every 2 months something new comes out. We'll see. Yeah,
that'll have been like a year and 3 months, a year and 4 months from next October, and Path 2 will now be, if it's not, close to full release, and you'll have all these ascendancies. I don't know, man.
There's no way it's... so I was thinking, actually, people asked about our private leagues. We will still continue to do private leagues as long as we remember them. They will be PoE 1 until PoE 2 is free. Like, we can't do a PoE 2 private league when it's a paid game. So
agreed.
They will for sure. They're still fun to do. I still enjoy it. I know Ty gets into it every now and then when he gets into PoE 1. But yeah, we'll still do the private leagues. There's no plan to stop. We just don't remember. So if we forget, say something.
Well, I mean, not really. That's not that fair to us. I mean, they just went on a year hiatus.
Yeah, we didn't know.
And then it's like, hey, here we are. And so like now we're in a schedule. Now we're in a routine again. So
we'll see. For as long as they keep their routine, we'll keep it too.
Right. Anyway, sorry, my audacity's unbalanced. I'll try and figure out what happened and
figure it out. It's all good. Let's wrap this up. Forever Exiled 315. I'm Justin AK Tags.
Tyler, Wrecker of Days.
Patrons will catch you in After Dark. Everybody else will see you next week in 316. Hopefully, if you played the private league, you died a lot. And hopefully the announcement on the 23rd is fun. What do we got? foreverexiled.com is our website. If you have a Discord, pop in there, say hello. It's a lot of fun. And Patreon and other ways to support the podcast, you'll find them down below. See ya.
Bye.